Hey guys, it's You WACK, and the next event for Overwatch is obviously the Archives event. And the beautiful part about this event specifically is that it's supposed to expand on the lore of Overwatch, whether it's with the various groups like the Talent Organization, Blackwatch that we've seen with Retribution, or just the Overwatch group in general, but it also can expand on the individual stories of a lot of these heroes, specifically in the form of skins. And at least in the beginning years of the Archives event, specifically in 2017 and 2018, we definitely saw a majority of skins revolved around the organizations with like the Blackwatch skins and the Talon skins. But in the recent Archives event, we started to see that less and less because, well, all the stories of all the heroes have already been told in skin form. And they just started to have a lot more fun with skins, whether it's with King Jameson or Biker Farah. You know, it's starting to seem like Blizzard is taking the Archives event as an opportunity to have a lot more fun skins. But I can at least see for this up and coming Archives event having a good mixture of organization skins and also just some fun skins, and that's what I wanted to do today, was to talk about some possible skin ideas for the upcoming Archives event or possibly next Archives event. I just want some of these skins in the game because one, they're very fitting for the character, and two, they somewhat also fit the Archives event, and they just look plain out awesome. Now, while I have tons of ideas for skins for heroes that have definitely already received Archive skins, I definitely feel like the Archives event is the one and only event that I feel like you need to give each and every single hero a skin. And of course, Brigitte, Sigma, Echo, Zenyatta, and Diva have not received any kind of Archive love, and I think it's kind of absurd because, well, there's lots of rich history with all of these heroes that you can definitely revolve a skin around. And in my Archives expectations video, I already gave ideas for skins for Echo and Sigma, where they could give Echo a pre-alpha build or basically a hero skin concept that Blizzard might have given Echo if they didn't go with the final design that they went with, and Sigma just calling back to his younger days as a mad scientist, or before he went mad, just as a normal day nerd studying chemistry and physics. And while those skin ideas are easy, the other three heroes are a little less so with Brigitte, Zenyatta, and Diva, because what can you really do to expand the lore of Diva that you haven't already done because she's only 19 years old? What, are you gonna call back to when she was in middle school, which they kind of already did with her Academy skin? But I think this might have been an idea that I suggested beforehand, but why not give her her cinematic skin? And no, I'm not talking about her Nano Cola skin, because in all reality, that skin was barely seen in her cinematic. No, what I want is a battle-scarred Diva skin. Get rid of her headset, let her hair flow down, give her a band-aid on her face, but more importantly, make her mecha battle-scarred. I might have suggested this beforehand in another Archive skin idea video, but this is such an easy skin concept for Diva that I don't know why they haven't implemented it. Or if they don't want to make Diva battle-scarred, they don't have to, because they can even give her the pre-battle skin where she's wearing her baseball cap and still wearing that mecha jacket. Just give her more casual attire, Blizzard, because sometimes Diva just want to chill. And then the other skins for heroes like Zenyatta, of course I want to go with some sort of monk-like skin because we really haven't gotten any sort of like white robe attire for Zenyatta that I think would go perfect for the Archives event. Or if Blizzard is wanting to have fun with the Overwatch community and tease us a little bit, which we all know we love to be teased by Jeff, is bringing us a Zenyatta Kitsune skin. The reason why it would be such a tease of a skin is because with the new Kanezaka map that was supposed to tease brand new lore and expand the lore on heroes, specifically the lore of a hero that obviously has something to do with a fox, or a Kitsune as it's known as in Japanese. And if they were to give Zenyatta the Kitsune skin, which we all thought was gonna be a brand new hero and still could potentially be a new hero, just it's supposed to further expand the lore on that hero, then let's have fun with it and give us a Zenyatta skin where he's dressed up as a cute little cat. I mean, it looks dope in this mask and the orbs look swell as well. And then when it comes to a Brigitte Archive skin, I'm gonna keep it a fat buck with y'all. I couldn't think of any sort of idea. But then I remember, she has an obsession with cats, so why don't we give Brigitte a cat skin? We all want a jetpack cat in the game, and we got thoroughly let down in the form of Brigitte, so why not make Brigitte a cat herself? A callback to Jetpack Cat. I don't know, this just kind of seems like one of those silly ideas that Blizzard would throw in as a skin for the Archives event. Y'all have to remember that even though originally this event was supposed to celebrate organizations within the Overwatch lore, it's starting to become less and less like that, and a Brigitte cat skin maybe originally would have been an absurd idea, but because it is is supposed to reference the Jetpack Cat hero that we all were speculating before Brigitte released, I think would be surprisingly a fitting skin for Brigitte. Plus, it would make her look so cute, and maybe more people would like Brigitte. Probably not. But since this event is all about going back in time, turning back the clock for some of these heroes, why not focus on the hero that is all about time traveling? What if Tracer got an actual time traveling skin for the Archives event? It's kind of surprising that we haven't seen any sort of like time related skin for Tracer, magician skin, or anything that's all about reappearing out of thin air or going back in time. So when I saw this time traveler skin idea for Tracer, I really like it because it's not all up in your face like she's like Time Wizard from Yu-Gi-Oh! That's literally just a gigantic clock. No, it's very subtle and very classy, where her translocator takes the form of a clock, but you can also see kind of like a world there as if she's traveling out the world, but also through time. And also her pistols have clocks too. But then the rest of Tracer's attire is very tasteful for her specifically, because it's almost like she's a modern day time traveler Amelia Earhart, which if you guys also know, Tracer is a pilot. So really this skin is just hitting on all cylinders, and I think would be a great skin either for the Archives event, the anniversary event, or just the skin in general. Like, I really wish Blizzard would bring another event, just bring in more fun skins similar like this one. But you want to know who hasn't received a skin in a couple of years that a lot of people seem to forget about, your boy included? Symmetra. Like, when you remember that Symmetra's a hero, it's like, oh yeah, what was the last time that she received one? Almost 2 years ago. So how about we give her an Indian inspired skin? Sarai, or sorry, however you pronounce it, does take the form of a more, I wouldn't say casual attire, but more traditional attire that a lot of Indian women would wear. And I like this idea for Symmetra, one, because we desperately need a new Symmetra skin, but two, we did get the Holy skin from the previous Archives event, which before then was kind of like an out of place skin because, well, why is Symmetra getting a Holy skin for the Archives event? Maybe it's because Holy was celebrated just a couple of days before the actual Archives event did take place, but I like this specific skin because it does reign from her heritage where she's originally from, and while Symmetra already does have some sort of skin that reigns from her Indian heritage in the form of her goddess skin, I feel like this skin would be a lot better of a representation of where she's from, because it's not like Symmetra is an actual goddess. Like, she looks like a goddess, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the more traditional look would be very fitting for Symmetra and also for the Archives event. But another Archives skin I think should go to Reinhardt. Now, Reinhardt, along with Tracer, did originally get their blue uniform skins to go alongside the original Archives mission. However, Reinhardt's skin specifically is kind of garbage. I ain't gonna lie, and it's also an epic skin. While it is still a skin nonetheless, I feel like he would be much more fitting in a knight in shiny armor skin. Like, it's kind of surprising that the leader of Overwatch, like the King Arthur of the group, doesn't have any sort of stainless steel armor to go alongside his, well, ruling attitude. So why don't we put him in the knight in shiny armor? And it'd be really easy too, because his helmet already takes the form of a knight helmet, but more importantly, we can replace his hammer with some sort of sword, because they've made his hammer into lots of things, whether it's an axe or whether it's a trophy, but they have yet to make it into a whole entire sword. So Blizzard, please give the King Arthur of the Overwatch group an actual King Arthur knight in shiny armor skin with the sword. Like, you can't forget the sword with the knight in shiny armor skin. But if we're talking about tank heroes that have some terrible Archive skins, then let's bring up Winston's in Specimen 28, what I am considering to be one of the worst legendary skins, because a lot of people forget that this is a legendary skin. A lot of people even forget that this is a skin in general because it looks like his classic skin just with a few wires. So let's give Winston a scientist skin, but not just any scientist skin, because I'm sure in the past I have suggested a lab coat Winston skin. Nah, I'm talking about the scientist himself. I'm talking about the Albert Einstein. I'm talking about Professor Winston. While Reinhardt might be the brawn of the group, Winston of course is the brains. He's the smartest guy on the battlefield. He can write up an equation way better than Sigma can ever imagine, and he's a really good guy, just like Albert Einstein. And this skin would represent everything that he's about perfectly. Of course, they got my boy Winston looking all fly with the blue blazer and the pants to match, and then they got the E equals MC square on the chalkboard on his chest, but then his Tesla cannon. And this is pretty interesting interesting because, well, Professor Einstein's favorite instrument was a violin, and they're gonna straight up replace his Tesla cannon with a violin case. While violin cases aren't that big, because I did used to play violin for about 7 years, it's more like a guitar case. I think it would be a good replacement for his Tesla cannon and very tasteful for the callback, or the reference rather, for Professor Einstein. And those are just a few skins for heroes that I think would go great for the Archives event. While yes, they do take the form of the anniversary event where they're a lot more fun, and while they still are fitting for the hero, aren't really callbacks to the Overwatch group, Blackwatch, or Talon. I mean, they can't really tell the story or further expand the story if they're not going to be releasing Overwatch 2 anytime soon, because I really do think that's where Blizzard is saving a lot of their storytelling, a lot more lore expansion, is when the sequel of Overwatch does come out. In the meantime, the Archives event, yeah, they can maybe tell a story, maybe they can make one more campaign mission in the meantime in between Overwatch and Overwatch 2, but they're going to be having a lot more fun with skins and maybe have callbacks to older days, but a lot of time just make some good looking skins, because at the end of the day, that's why we're playing the Overwatch events, is to get these skins going to death, to feed Jeff Kaplan's cocaine addiction, and have fun. Mainly the first 3, but have fun is a possibility. But let me know what you think of these skin ideas. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you think they need to do a lot more organization skins like with Blackwatch and Talon? Or do you think they should just have more fun skins like the Professor Einstein and the Knight in Shiny Armor Reinhardt skin? Let me know. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.